We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie,
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
and he's Grogu, and we're on the road with Mickey. This is episode 126 for June 13th, 2022, and our feature topic is our top 5 things we're looking forward to on our trip. I
Yay.
am really excited about our trip. I know Sophie is, I know Brenda is. You know
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
The whole world is excited for our trip. Let's just face facts.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
No
But
jealous bones out there.
No, but before we get to the trip, we're going to go through some cheddar from the big cheese, and I'm going to start us off.
Yay.
And I read that according to Nani Rose,
Easy for you to say.
yeah, who is the voice actress for Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog. She said that the reimagined theming of Splash Mountain will be completed in 2024 and will open at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. Officially, Disney has not confirmed the timing of the renovation, but more information may be released at the end of the month. There's an event in New Orleans, I think June 30th, and into the early days of July. And the rumor is that they might talk more about the timing of the
Oh.
renovation then. But the reason that credibility is being given to her is because she said that she is going to continue her voice skills as Princess Tiana for the ride. And
Nice.
Ah.
so she's got some interest in some more information than just any regular actress or actor would have.
Nice.
So let's just
That's
stay tuned and see what happens, you know?
yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yep. Well, there's something special that's been happening at Walt Disney World. The resort welcomes several of the Special Olympics USA Games athletes to the Magic Kingdom. They were celebrated as honorary grand marshals in a parade down Main Street, USA. The Special Olympics Games this year are held in Orlando, with the majority of the events being held at the Wide World of Sports complex. There's an awesome YouTube video about it in the show notes, so check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks good from the thumbnail that I've seen. It looks really, really interesting.
Yeah.
It's a great place to have the Special Olympics.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have two bits of cheddar I
You
see.
sure do. Yeah.
All
Ooh.
right then. Well, first up, coming to Disney Plus on August 10th, I Am Groot. This is the series of original shorts, 5 in all, that will focus on Baby Groot. Vin
Aw.
Diesel, who is the voice of Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, will also voice him for the series. Oh my
Yay.
gosh, I love Baby Groot. He's
He's
so
so cute.
cute.
I agree.
Yeah.
Does
And
Grogu
last,
like Baby Groot?
he gets
Sophie?
jealous when I talk about Baby Groot. We
Oh,
Oh,
don't
I'm sorry. I'm
we
sorry.
don't talk
We
we
about
don't
don't
talk
talk
Groot.
about
about
Baby
him.
Groot. No, no, no. We don't talk about Baby Groot.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Oh, so cute.
lastly, coming back to Walt Disney World starting June 29th, that's 10 days after my birthday, the
Yeah.
minivan service. It is handled through the Lyft app and is only for transportation around the resort. It will not go to the airport at this time.
Yeah. I read that. I read that it won't go to the airport, and then as I looked into it, I saw it went to the page on Disney. It said, "Stay tuned for more details." So
Oh,
that tells me that it may very well go to the
Yeah.
airport down the road, just not right now. So
they're working on it.
that would be kind of cool to take the minivan from Orlando to your resort. I can only
Yeah.
imagine how much it'll be.
I just want to get from point A to point B in the cheapest way possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No frills for me.
So anyway, that's our cheddar from the big cheese. And I have, of course, as always, we have the links to how you can connect with us in our show notes. And then last week we talked about staying cool at Disney. And I wanted to add that Chrissy from Billy's Closet of Magic added to our list of ways to stay cool at
Oh,
Disney.
nice.
And here's what she added. She a lot of the things were things that we had already talked about, like the neck wrap cooling towels, the big, huge new hand fans or small one, tank tops, getting the insulated Tervis style canteens or cups, fill them with ice, stays cold all day, even in hot vehicles. When
Nice.
she says when they enter the park, she walks through the long street stores in the AC instead of the main street to stay cool. And she
Nice.
said that one of the biggest things that one of the biggest mistakes people make is they wear Spirit jerseys during the months of April through mid-December, and then they complain that it's so hot. And she says
Oh, yeah.
January and
Yeah.
February is the best time for those.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And then she said, and I had never heard this. She said, if you start to get overheated, ask for ice water and take an ice cube, place it on your wrist to bring your body temperature down.
Ah, that's
I
a great
suppose
tip.
that makes sense
I
because
had never thought of that.
Yeah,
think about it.
that's
You
a
can
great
see
tip.
even on my wrists, like they are a part of your extremities, and the extremities obviously, like when you're too cold, the extremities go first. When you're too hot, the extremities go first. So placing an ice cube on your wrist, it seems like it would make sense to cool you down.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we got from last week.
Well, thank you so
now,
much. Yay.
Yeah.
And don't forget, people, 2023 packages are out. So if you want to make a trip in 2023, send an email to Mike at pixievacations.com or Brenda at pixievacations.com. We'll be happy to take care of you.
Yep.
Ta-da.
Free marketing. You're good.
Yeah.
You are so good.
And now it's time for our feature topic. The top 5. I said at least top 3 things, at least 3 things, and everyone was like, it can't stop at 3. So I said, well, let's make it 5 then. So it's the top 5 things we're looking forward to on our trip. We're going to go around the room, okay? We're going to count down. I'm counting down from my least to my most excited about.
Yeah, although
If
let's
that
be
makes
real,
sense.
there's not really something you can be least excited about. So we're just gonna go from
5 to 1.
yeah.
All right. So
Mine
Brenda,
are all important. I don't know. Can I just go and just name mine?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you name one, and then Sophie's going to name one, and then I'm going to name one. We're going to go
Okay.
around the room.
Well, first, of course, is getting to celebrate Sophie. I mean, my goodness gracious, that's what the whole trip is for. So when I met Sophie in person for the first time, she was tiny. I mean, she was tiny. Remember when we rode Maelstrom together and she was so tiny?
Oh.
And now she's going to be 21 years old. I just can't believe it. How fast it goes.
I
I know
promise
you
I'm
feel
the
that
only
way.
one aging here, Aunt Brenda. You're still just as young as you were. I'm the only one getting older.
Oh, you're so sweet. But it's such a wonderful thing to get to celebrate you because you're just such a special, wonderful person and you deserve it. I'm happy I'm going to be able to be there.
Thank
So am
you.
I.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
She's
All
pretty
right,
sweet,
Sophie.
huh?
That's a good one. That's a good start.
All right. Well, great. Now you're making my number 5 seems selfish and shallow, Aunt Brenda.
Nah, nonsense. Give it to us, Sophie.
All right, number 5, because again, we're going from least greatest to greatest.
There you go.
I'm just going flat.
Yeah. Well, my number 5, and this is just because it's a tradition for me, my number 5 of the top 5 things that I'm looking forward to is getting my next pair of ears for my collection.
Yay!
Yeah.
So much fun.
There's always a new set out there every time we go, and I just have to have at least one of the new ones, so hopefully I'll be able to find one that I like.
I have a sneaking suspicion you'll find at least one that you like.
I think so too.
Oh.
You know, my number 5 is the fact that we are staying at the Yacht Club, which we've never stayed at before. And so experiencing what the Yacht Club is like is something I'm really looking forward to. So staying at the Yacht Club is my number 5 selection.
Ooh.
Yep. I hope you're going to love it as much as I do.
I'm certain I will. I have no doubt of it.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, then.
This is going to go quick.
This may go quick. You're right.
Oh, my turn again. Well, next with me is sharing time with my family because most people probably don't know, but usually we used to take a big family trip every holiday season, and then we took just my birthday trip was just Butch and me and the 2 oldest granddaughters. And most people probably also don't know that I early retired. Let's get that straight. Early retired.
Like I said, you haven't aged a day since I met you.
Yep. Early retired from my full-time job 8 years ago because Aaliyah, who's our oldest granddaughter, was going to have to go to daycare, and I cried. I just couldn't handle it. Anyway, I quit my job to keep her and her sister, who was just 6 months at the time, and I kept them every single day until they started school. And then they started school half days, and then they started school all day. And now I don't see them much. They're busy with softball, they're busy with acting and, life. And I don't get much time with them, just with us and them.
Mm-hmm.
So I am really, really looking forward to having them. 2 years ago, we didn't go at all because of COVID for my birthday. And then last year we went, but their mom went with us. And as much as I love my daughter-in-law, it's not the same as going with just us and them. So I'm really looking forward to sharing time with them again. It's
Good.
going to be very special.
It is going to be special.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Brenda.
Thank you.
That's a real good one. All right, Sophie.
All right.
You're up.
Well, and this one was brought about more by the Cheddar that you mentioned, Daddy, at the start of the episode with Princess Tiana and the retheming of Splash Mountain. Also, a little secret joke for our listeners. We have this all written down, and there was a typo in the Cheddar where instead of the theming word, the word theming, Theming, it was theming, Theming, with no extra E. So I have been correcting it this entire time and saying nothing.
Google keeps telling me it's with no second E.
And Google Docs keeps on telling me that it's spelled wrong.
And Google Docs tells me it's spelled wrong when you put the second E in.
And I'm with Mike. The way I learned, you drop the E and add ing when it's a long vowel. So I'm with Mike.
Goodness.
So
I don't know,
I'm
but
right.
the point is back to Splash Mountain.
Okay.
Back to Splash Mountain, because that's what this is about. I want to write it again before
I've gone down that
sunset.
rabbit hole.
This is for our listeners to write in. How do you spell theming?
I think it's THEMING.
I do too, but
I
I'm
think
still
there's
looking
a
forward to
second
writing
E.
it with Sophie. I'm gonna write that sucker with Sophie.
All right, then. Well, anyway, back to Splash Mountain. I want to write it again a couple more times before it closes, because we don't know when it's going to close. It may close in 2023. It may close sooner or later. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to get to
You're
it
right, we
before
don't
it
know.
does.
Okay. So riding Splash Mountain.
Yes.
Yay.
All right. That's a good one though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Despite how you misspell theming.
Daddy.
Well, for me, number 4 on my list is the On the Road with Mickey meetup, June 18th, 2:30 p.m. The TTA. Everybody that wants to ride with us, go meet over there. We're going to meet up. We're going to ride the TTA. It's going to be a great time. I am so
Yay.
excited. Sophie and I have our shirts. They say On the Road with Mickey meetup on them. And it is just going to be a whiz bang good time. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna be an awesome time.
And see, that was my number 1, so now I have to choose another.
No, you don't.
No, you don't have to do that. You have other
You're
things to
number
add to
1.
that.
See, it's number 4 for me. So evidently it doesn't mean as much to me as it does to you. So
I was going to wear my meetup shirt, but my hair is wet, so
yeah, save it for the park.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
All
looking forward to
right.
seeing them. That'll be cute.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
They look really good too.
Yay.
All right, Brenda,
number 3.
3.
Okay, so number 3 is again about people, because ta-da. I have to make a note here. None of my 5, I know this is going to shock y'all, have to do with food.
What?
Not one of my 5 has to do with food.
But you said last week that your 3 things were going to be food, food, and food.
But when I sat down to write it, that was not a priority.
Wow.
People are always going to out prioritize the food.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
for this one, spending time with good friends,
No.
Mike and Sophie and Cindy and anyone else who's there. I know other friends are going to be there. Billy's Closet of Magic people are going to be there. And then I am getting to meet one of my guests that's been booking with me for 10 years in person finally for breakfast, Cassie and Sophie. And Sophia, sorry. I am so excited about getting to meet new people that you hear, you talk to, they're part of your life, but you never get to meet them in person. And there's so many guests that we've dealt with that we never get to meet in person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited about meeting and getting to see again old friends and new friends.
Yeah.
So is
Yeah.
it spelled Sophia with a PH?
It is.
Oh,
Sophia. Yes.
Wow, our names are very similar. I
Yes.
like this lady.
Yep. She's sweet. Well, her mom is Cassie. Sophia's the
Ah.
14-year-old.
Oh.
Yep. She was little bitty when they first started booking with me too.
Aww. Well, I suppose that means it's my turn again.
Yay.
It is your turn again.
Well, don't worry, Aunt Brenda. I'll let you claim this one with me because this is about food.
Oh, awesome.
You can't not talk about food. So to make sure that you stick to that rule, you get to claim this with me. I
Yay.
am so excited to try the bread pudding at Raglan Road.
With Brenda.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And
Very
the one at
excited.
Ohana.
Yes,
I have
that
to
one
know what
too.
you choose. I have to know what your favorite is, because Ohana was my favorite for years till I went to Raglan Road.
Yeah, I'm also excited for Raglan Road because I missed the Cooks of Dublin fish and chips.
I love the fish and chips.
When are we going back to My Way Tavern, Daddy?
Brenda, that is a local establishment here in Raleigh that
Nice.
serves fish and chips that is absolutely incredible. In
Yeah.
my opinion, on par with Cooks of Dublin.
I was about to
Hands
say
down.
the exact same thing, and they
Hands
are
down.
huge. They're
Yeah.
like
Yum. If we
A
ever
foot
go to
long.
Raleigh, that's where we're going for dinner.
You're
they're like
definitely
this
going
big.
there.
Do you see my fingers?
Yeah.
My
And they
goodness,
have,
I'll
they're
take
Brenda,
it.
they have some really awesome mac and cheeses too.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. If I ever make it to Raleigh, that's where we're going.
Okay.
Perfect.
All
Hey,
right.
maybe
I
if
don't know when we're going back there, Sophie, but we'll go back there someday. Certainly.
maybe on Thursday if our dinner plans then don't work out.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. Well, enough about that. It's your turn, Daddy.
All right. Well, Brenda and I have always been kindred spirits
True.
since day one. And we've
True.
talked about that in the past, so we don't need to rehash that. But my number 3 is very similar to Brenda's number 3. And my number 3 is seeing our friends at Disney. And also, I am getting to meet, Sophie and I are going to meet one of my clients as well. We're
Yay.
going to meet my client, Diana, and her daughter. And we're going to meet them when we are over at Oga's Cantina. So,
Really?
Fun.
I
yeah,
don't think you told me about that.
they have a reservation time the exact same time as ours.
Super
That's
fun.
wonderful.
So,
Yay.
so we will be seeing our friends at Disney and meeting new friends as well.
There you go. Nothing like hanging at a bar with your friends.
Yeah.
Especially now that everyone's of age.
Well, her daughter is definitely not.
Oh. Well, hey, I think she
It'll
can still
be
get
awesome. It's such an awesome place. I mean, what an experience. It's going to be so much fun.
It's
in.
going to be
Yeah.
so fun.
That's
So,
awesome.
Brenda and I, great suggestion, Brenda. Great thought.
That's right.
You know,
My brother from another
Absolutely.
mother.
that's right. My sister from another mister.
That's right. On to more fun.
Number 2 for Brenda.
Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Because just like all the other Disney fans who watched these rides being built for years, we're so excited when they actually open. We can't wait to ride it. There's my background right there.
I
Can't wait
put
to
like
ride it.
10 exclamation points at the end of that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
I am
And I'm-
so stoked.
And I'm going to add on to yours, Aunt Brenda, because it's
Oh,
the
good.
exact same thing as mine.
Oh,
But
good.
my one has a slight change of details, and that's because I'm planning on writing this for the first time with my huge Marvel nerd of an aunt, my Aunt Robin, and also you. You're also my
Nice.
aunt, and you're a Marvel nerd.
Yep. Two
So I
Marvel
want to
nerds
write
for
it
one.
with I want to write it with both of you because if there's one thing you know about my Aunt Robin, it's that we have a lot of running jokes, especially about
Oh.
Loki.
Oh.
We
I gotta hear some of these.
So
Oh,
let's see here.
I could not repeat them if I tried to. They're too in the moment to make sense otherwise.
So the seats, there's a space of 2. Is it like 2 and then
I
2
think
and
it's
2 and
two,
2
two, two. Yeah.
all the way down? Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
Just trying
That's
to
all
make
right.
sure.
That's how Splash Mountain is. Two, 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 all the way down
Mhm.
too.
Yep.
I think
I
we
can-
can all fit on one.
Yeah.
I can see it now. I'm gonna put you and my Aunt Robin in one and just watch you two strike it up.
Maybe.
I
But
can
Brenda
tell.
might want to ride with Butch.
I know,
No,
but
I ride with one of the girls and Butch rides with one of the girls generally.
Okay.
fair enough. Still, I think you two would be very good friends.
So what
Oh,
was
I
your
bet
number
you.
2, Sophie?
My number 2 was basically the same as Aunt Brenda's, but add on Aunt Robin and Aunt Brenda together.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so much fun. Usually McKinley on a new ride, especially if it's a roller coaster ride, she appreciates riding with me because
Yeah.
I keep my arm tightly around her where she has an extra security until she gets to know
Mhm.
the ride and the feel and so forth. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
that's
happy
okay.
to
She
do
can
it.
ride with us.
Yeah.
oh yeah, definitely. It'll all work out. We'll figure out
So
who's
much
sitting with whom
fun.
then, you know.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait.
Um, for me, surprisingly, Guardians of the Galaxy didn't make my list.
Oh my
But it's way up there as
goodness.
well. If we were doing a
It,
top 10, it would definitely be on my list.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So, but number 2 for me is very sentimental because I don't even remember the time we went to the park together. And that was my first trip was to Walt Disney World was with my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, and my sister Robin. And she had been one time since, but she hasn't had a blowout like she's about to have.
Oh,
Going for a trip, staying at a resort, um, going for 4 days.
is
To,
she your big sister or little sister?
she's my older sister.
Big sister.
She is
Daddy's the
my
baby.
much older sister.
Oh, oh, she's my
She's
age.
not that old. She's not that much older.
No, she's not. She's 3 years older than I am.
Do you want to tell them about that time you wore one of her dresses as a Halloween costume because you didn't have one?
I didn't have a Halloween costume.
Oh, we need to hear this story.
We'll hear it closer to Halloween. How about that?
Oh no, he didn't have a Halloween costume. So what my Aunt Robin did was she lent him one of her dresses. They got a wig. She did his makeup, I believe.
Oh, that's
No, I didn't have
precious.
makeup, but they
Oh,
put oranges in a bra for me.
That is precious. That is precious.
That was when I was a teenager.
And he had
So
braces.
40 years ago.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
um,
It
but
was
anyway,
funny.
back on topic, back on track.
This is about Aunt
I
Robin.
am
It was on
very
topic.
excited. I am very excited about hanging at Walt Disney World with my sister.
Yay, that's lovely. I
I
love that
can't
one.
wait to see her expression on these things,
Lovely. I love
I'm
it.
just so
Absolutely.
excited for her to be able to make this trip. She hasn't always been able to do these sorts of things. So her being able to come is like it's like really a big deal for me just as much as it is for Stephanie.
Yay, I love
So
it.
favorite only sister. Okay.
Just wait. Just wait. How do I do the strike through thing again?
Don't worry about it, Sophie.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, so that is number 2 on my list.
Yay. Well, I think mine went in a reverse order than y'all's, but that's okay. But
That's okay.
my next one, my last one is just looking forward to some R&R at the Yacht and Beach Club because to me, that resort is very relaxing and I really enjoy it. And I need some rest and relaxation. And so does my hubby, who has a very stressful job.
Oh, absolutely. I feel that
Yeah.
10,000 times over.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Work is
wonderful.
stressful. This is why adults need to appreciate Disney more. This is why Disney is not just for kids. Disney, if you're at Disney, it means you're not at work.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that is just the best feeling ever for an adult.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right. And don't kill yourself on vacation where you go back home and you're exhausted. It's your vacation too. Take some time
Mhm.
for some R&R.
Mhm.
There's plenty of time for fun and plenty of time for rest and relaxation. We'll take
Yes.
advantage of that.
Exactly.
And honestly, as you get older and as you grow out of being a kid, R&R and fun begin to meld together.
Mhm.
That's true.
Yeah,
I can definitely attest to that.
absolutely. Goodness, I remember when I was little and there's so many things have changed.
You were having to fill every minute with something, and
I
now
would
you can
wake up at
appreciate being still.
I would wake up at 7 in the morning to watch Disney Channel. when
Yeah.
I was a little girl, and now my parents have to drag me out of bed if it gets past 11.
Yeah, you're still in the teenage thing.
Sleep is fun.
That will last until you have other responsibilities like children that make you get up early.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Enjoy.
work.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Definitely enjoy it. All right, Sophie.
All right. Last one. I gave a little bit of a teaser to it earlier in the episode. Bum ba da ba. Drum roll, please. Jelly rolls.
Oh,
Ah.
jelly rolls.
Psych.
Yeah.
Psych.
Yeah.
Jelly rolls.
I have not even talked about either of those. It was a joke. My number one, my most important thing is that On the Road with Mickey meetup. I am so excited.
Nice.
People
Nice.
That
will
is
always
so
be
cool.
better than booze, okay? Let's be real here.
But Jelly Rolls is a lot of fun because the
Oh, it's a
audience
lot of fun.
participation of singing with the songs,
yeah.
you're
It
going to love that.
absolutely is. I'm
Yeah.
more excited about the music and the dancing than I am about the drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jelly Rolls is a dueling piano bar. I've already done a bunch of research on it that none of you guys know about. And let's just say I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's a shame the girls can't go to that because they would absolutely love it,
Yeah.
except, the alcohol. What
Yeah,
can you do? You got to follow the rules, so.
I
Yeah,
know.
they make it that way on purpose, and that's
It's
it
Yeah.
for
is what it is.
safety.
You
They
know.
It's
do.
for safety
And they
and
need to have
following the
places for
law.
adults. Yeah.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Sophie's number one is the On the Road with Mickey meetup.
I just
Yeah.
want to see how many people show up in matching shirts.
And on our recap, we'll say there were 3 people.
Well, we won't be in matching shirts, but we're going to be there for sure.
Yeah.
Me, you, Chris.
There's going to be a lot of people there. So
Look, as
it'll be
long as
really cool to see how many people we don't know about, see if any of them show up.
that's true.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
This is also a new way to meet new people.
Yeah.
And maybe people who knew nothing about it are going to see us and be like, I want to be part of your group. Hey, come
Come on.
Come
Come
we
on
got
in.
room.
I mean, you remember the first time you wore the On the Road with Mickey shirt to Disney Daddy. You
Uh-huh.
had the words on the back of your shirt that said, I'm Mike. We were staying at the Wilderness Lodge. Mommy had
We
gone
were
off.
at Fort Wilderness Cabins, yeah.
You know what I mean.
I know what you
Words.
mean.
Potato, potato. Mommy had gone off to go to the bathroom, and we were sitting on a bench. And then all of a sudden, this guy came up and he was like, Hey, Mike. And Daddy was like, How on earth do you know my name? And then he remembered, Oh, I'm wearing the shirt.
And
I
he
think-
said, just subscribed.
Yeah. And it
Awesome.
was so fun. And
It was so cool.
I was red as a cherry.
Yay.
Embarrassed red?
It's awesome.
No, like flustered but excited red.
Okay. It was
Yeah.
cool. That was cool.
It
And I've
was
had
great.
people at like rest stops even seen my shirt and said, Hey Mike. And I'm like, Hey, how's it going? I get used
That's
to
good.
it now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
So-
right. That's great, Sophie.
All
Now, I
right.
wonder what your dad's must be here.
Well, your dad
Uh-oh.
is gonna
I can
try
tell
and
he's tearing up.
he's
tearing
gonna
up.
try and keep it together here.
Oh
Yep.
no.
But I am going, my number one is obviously celebrating my little girl's birthday.
That's right.
You know, we've done this before. And I have a picture to share of
Oh,
when
dear.
we went to Disney on Sophie's birthday and Riley came. And look at those
Oh,
two
look
little
how
things.
Sweet. Oh my
Now,
goodness, they're
you know,
tiny.
Sophie's turning 21. Riley turns 21 later this month or later this year.
Goodness.
She's
Yeah.
in school, and those two little angels are not that age anymore, and it's a
Yeah.
fun deal, you know?
And Riley has only blossomed. She is still the prettier of the two of us.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. Y'all
I-
are so precious.
Yeah. So
So precious.
celebrating Sophie is what it's all about.
Oh.
That's what
You
it's
know
all about.
what's really weird when I look at that picture?
What's that?
My two granddaughters who are going with us are both older than Sophie was in that picture.
Wait, really?
That picture, Sophie,
That's how young you were.
that picture was 2008.
So I was
So
7.
7 years old.
And mine are 10 and 8.
Wow.
Is that crazy how much time has gone by?
Yeah. So,
Crazy.
yeah.
Just what a celebration.
Just remember, Aunt Brenda, you still haven't aged a day, which, speaking of which,
How do you do that?
no, my issue is that you completely overshadowed your birthday in favor of mine, and I cannot have that. So I have a song that I want to sing.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna
I'm
let
always up for a song.
Okay,
We
and
don't
it's not
talk
the
about age.
yeah, it's not the usual birthday song, but it's a very lighthearted one that I really like. So it goes, I just called 'cause I have to say happy birthday on your birthday day. Happy birthday on your birthday day.
Yay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yay.
Good job, Sophie.
You're so sweet.
Oh. Love
Yep.
you, Aunt Brenda.
I love you
Happy
right back.
birthday, even though you
Thank
still
you.
haven't gotten any older.
Thank you.
One day I'll stop aging. One day.
hmm Anyway, so that is my number one as well.
Yay.
Um, I have to pull it up. Sorry. Um, I do have Chris when he watched our Staying Cool at Disney episode
Yeah?
said, "Well, I need to share my
Top
selections
5.
for next week
Oh.
for which was our top 3, at least 3."
Mm-hmm.
So Chris put it in a comment on YouTube,
Sweet.
and um he has 3 things because that's all I
Mm-hmm.
said at the time. And his 3 things are: number 1 is looking forward to meeting all of us at Disney
Yay.
because he hasn't met Brenda. He hasn't
That's
No.
true.
he hasn't met the awesomeness that is Brenda,
Uh,
you
yeah.
know?
I'm
Obviously,
sorry,
he
Chris.
knows about you. He knows
Gonna
how
have a big
awesome you
letdown.
are. Don't
Yeah.
worry. He knows you. He knows how awesome you are. This is just gonna be like a
Icing on the cake for him.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like old home week.
And then
Kinda.
the second thing is he is very excited for Billy and Grogu hanging out at the park.
Sweet.
And
Grogu's very excited about that too.
the number 3 thing is enjoying Disney magic with our friends.
Oh.
Yes.
And he said, "By the
Yes.
way, I loved your list of staying cool."
Yay.
So he liked that one too. So
Yep.
Hey, it's a very special one. It's one that you need to take into account.
yeah. So
And like
anyway,
we always say, there's no friends like Disney friends.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So that's our top that's Chris's top 3.
Yay. Thank you, Chris.
So I don't have anyone else's because I didn't ask the question in the group, but I am going to, and I'm not focusing it just on our trip, of course, because
Hmm.
a lot of people that listen won't be on our trip with us.
Yeah.
Um, so I
Which is
want you to
sad.
think about your trip. Let's turn it a little bit, turn that page to when is your next trip and what are the things that you're most looking forward to. So I'm going to ask the question that way in the group. I'd love to get some feedback and we'll announce it on the next episode. But for now, we have completed our feature topic.
We
Yay.
have. All right then. I guess that means it's my turn for my little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this day in Disney history for June 13th.
Yep.
So, Sophie, take it away.
All right. Well, If there are two things about Disney that I love, it's their Broadway musicals and The Lion King. So this one
Nice.
happened back in the ancient year of 2006.
Oh
Can
my
you believe
gosh.
it? I was still in the single digits back then.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
know.
goodness.
Whew. Well, Disney's Broadway hit The Lion King reopened at the Minskoff Theater a week after leaving its original home, the New Amsterdam Theater. The New Amsterdam will be the home to Mary Poppins that following fall.
Okay.
Nice.
I love the Disney Broadway musicals. I
Mhm.
love
Yeah.
them so much. And the Lion King one is probably one of the most powerful musicals from Disney that I know of. It is a wonderful musical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Good cheddar.
Yay!
Or good
Thank
history, I
you.
mean. Sorry,
Thank
Sophie.
you, Sophie.
Yeah. That's good stuff. So now it's time to stump the Soph.
Da da da.
Oh, you hit me with your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Never ever sing
And
that
Sophie
again.
and Brenda's ears start bleeding profusely.
Hey, I'm wearing a red shirt. It's not gonna show up.
The FCC sends me an email. You are no longer allowed to do any sort of singing on your YouTube
Oh
channel.
my gosh, that's funny.
All right, then. Well, you can still talk, so.
So I'm going to talk. And
Yes.
this character, I think, is a simple, super simple, easy. But this character is usually vegetarian.
Usually vegetarian?
Huh?
Is that it?
You need more clues?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
This character is the leader of a club.
Um,
Does this have something to do with her day in Disney history?
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
mm-mm.
And ultimately, though, this character has little control over himself once his natural instincts kick in. And think of
Bruce. The
yeah,
shark.
you got
Finding
it.
Nemo.
Good
Very
job,
good.
Sophie.
Very good.
I knew it was an
Yay.
animal, but I knew it wasn't from the Lion King, so I was thinking animals, animals. Wait a minute.
Very
Bruce,
good.
I love it. Is usually vegetarian.
Fish are friends, not food.
Yep,
Fish are friends, not food.
that's right.
I thought that was so
Very
cool.
good, Sophie.
Thank you.
That
Oh,
is,
you almost got me there, I will admit.
it was tougher, huh?
But he didn't.
But
Nope.
once I got it, it felt like it was just smacking me in the face.
Yeah.
Yay.
If he was a snake, well, I guess he still would have bit me since he's a shark.
One little tidbit that I didn't know about, or maybe I'd forgotten and I did
Hmm?
know. Bruce is also very ticklish.
I
Do you
didn't know
remember that?
that.
I did not know that.
Well, according to the book,
Hmm.
the Disney Who's Who and A to Z of Disney characters, he is very ticklish.
Hmm.
I see.
Well, good job, Sophie.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Stump the Soph, not
Yay.
today.
Not today.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right. Well, that leads us to a little bit of Walt.
A little bit of Walt. Okay, here we go. The idea of Disneyland is a simple one. It will be a place for people to find happiness and knowledge. It will be a place for parents and children to share pleasant times in one another's company, a place for teachers and pupils to discover greater ways of understanding and education. Here, the older generation can recapture the nostalgia of days gone by, and the younger generation can savor the challenge of the future. Walt Disney. You know it, Mike, in this quote, we're the older generation, and Miss Thing over there is the younger generation. Just
This
saying.
thing over there.
That's right.
Thing.
That girly moving on up to change the world. She's got her whole life
Aw.
ahead of her, 21 or not. Here she comes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. She sure does.
Here she comes. Get ready.
Get ready.
Oh,
Hear
there's a
her
lot of
roar.
sweets.
That's right.
Oh, there's a lot of sweets and cakes in the future.
Yum.
Mhm.
Yum.
Can't go wrong there. All
All
right.
right.
Well, that, my friends, wraps us up. You know, next week is a busy week, so we're not going to have an episode for you. We'll be in the middle of our trip, and
Some of you may be with us.
some of you may be with us. So look forward. I'm going to try and do some Facebook Live in the group and things like that, you know. So hopefully we'll be able to make that happen. And I'm going to record a boatload of video because I love my new phone and I love my video.
His
And
camera is amazing.
Awesome.
I am going to try and get some really good ride footage that'll end up as YouTube videos and things like that. So look for some of that stuff. But as far as next week goes, we won't have an episode. And as far as scheduling goes, I'm not certain if we'll have an episode for the 27th either, but we will definitely be back. If we don't have one on the 27th, we will definitely be back for the following week. And that one we'll be talking about patriotism because we'll get in around July 4th.
Yeah.
Nice.
Although we may have to do a vacation recap. That's usually what we do. I guess
Right.
we'll do that one if we can make it for the 27th.
Yep. Or we'll do it after our July 4th.
All right.
So
we'll just
Stay tuned.
27, 7, 3,
Yep,
4. Yeah,
stay
so July
tuned.
4th is the following Monday. So anyway, all sorts of nonsense there, but just know that we're not going to have a new episode for next week. So we hope you all have a great week, a great start to your summer, a great time with your family and friends over whatever it is that you all are doing. And we will see you when we get back. But until then, we will definitely
see you
on
on
the
the
road.
road. Bye.